It's time to get your morning started with the news you need to know.
News update.
This is what's trending with DJ and PK. Hashtag NFL.
It's tough. I thought, they gave us some good looks. They were playing with their hair on fire, I'll say that. We definitely, if this was a full game, I don't think we would have come out on the winning side of it. So just a little eye-opening. Got to get back and watch the tape. It's never as good or as bad as you think it is, but I think from my standpoint, they out-physicaled us, and that's never what you want to have. So doesn't matter who we have out there. You want guys that are going to do their very best to be the more physical team and want it more, and I don't know if we did that today. So the tape will tell, but yeah.
Bucs quarterback Baker Mayfield, after a joint practice against the Jacksonville Jaguars, didn't go well for the Bucs.
See, for me, in my life, I certainly agree with half of what he said. It's never as good as it seems, but usually it's worse.
That's just how you roll through life?
Well, I mean, you evaluate the evidence, you look at the film, and then, yeah, that really sucked. A lot worse than I thought.
How good is Jacksonville? From a 4-win team to a 13-win team, a massive turnaround for them last season. Can they stay at the top of the division?
Once they got rid of Party Boy, they were good to go.
They picked up speed.
Once Urban
had to shake that off.
Yeah, he had to shake off a lot of things.
Hey-o! Raiders' Klint Kubiak getting all mysterious. Ashton Jeanty's on the mend. Did he hurt his ankle? He's on the mend. He's basically on to Cincinnati right there. He's channeling his inner Belichick.
Speaking of which, I know this is college, but I did see a blurb from Kyle Whittingham. We're not going to release a depth chart. Why would I release a depth chart? The games travel.
Yep. Worked in Salt Lake City. Might as well give it a shot in Ann Arbor. We should have a little seminar for the media there. We could bring them up to speed. Here's a few more things to expect. Here's a few things you're going to hear.
And then he does acknowledge, Oklahoma will know who we play anyway because we play.
We're going to play the first game.
Whatever, I forget who they play. Some dog team or somebody.
Yeah.
And so then they'll have it all on tape. But Kyle's being Kyle. You got to admire his consistency.
Bengals' Jamar Chase says he's fine after an injury scare that cut his practice short on Tuesday. Nothing to see here, no worries. Vikings' Deshaun Jones suspended 3 games for violating the NFL substance abuse policy. So he'll be out. And for the 49ers, no problem. Not going to impact the team. 49ers owner Jed York used a pseudonym, responded multiple times to a fictitious ad for a prostitute prior to his arrest in Ohio over the weekend, according to an incident report obtained Tuesday by ESPN. But 49ers coach, not going to impact the players, not going to impact the squad. They're going to keep doing what they do, and on they go. DJ and PK.
Hashtag college football.
Yeah, I don't worry too much about that. I think as you talk about villains, sometimes the difference between the hero and the villain isn't very far apart, and it changes very often. I see your wrestling stuff there, so I referred to Hulk Hogan before.
Hell yeah, brother.
A villain, then a hero, then a villain, then a hero again, and then a villain. So, it happens sometimes. And, when you're trying to do things at the highest level, a lot of times people want you to apologize for what you're doing when you're chasing greatness. And that's what we do here as a program. That's how we run it. And our players know that. And I think our fans and administration, wherever been, they love it when you're there. And so they understand that you're doing the best for their program at the time so that they can win and they can have everything that they want and they're wanting to have on Saturdays.
That's Lane Kiffin on being a villain in college football, doing everything he can so they can win on Saturday.
Just say we are trying to win at all costs. Next question. I don't need a lecture or a rambling statement. We're just trying to win at all costs. I'm driving in this morning, and Joey McGuire, they asked him, the Texas Tech coach, about what motivation, because you picked first, you were first last year. Well, there's a lot of people in the conference had a lot of things to say about the Sorsby situation. So now you're the victim on that?
Yes, I am.
I want one person on this planet saying, I will not ever play the victim. You don't get – everybody wants to be the victim.
Big Ten won't allow football players to return from the NFL. Now the SEC's drawn up a rule to stop NFL, NBA, and WNBA players from returning from their respective pro leagues. And Yahoo's got a story that the ACC and Big 12 are considering the move. I've seen reports the Big 12 could move as soon as today or tomorrow.
No,
so
McGuire said they're meeting today.
Okay.
And so he said he expects that to happen today. But they've got standards at Texas Tech. They're not scouting guys who played in preseason games. They're just scouting the ones who've been cut before the games.
Okay. Yeah, see? They're standards. Draw a line in the sand.
And the university's enrollment is up 2,000 people because I'm doing everything possible to win games. So I owe it to them
to keep winning games.
To go around the rules, if possible. And he said he's won a team that's player-led. Yeah, well, in this case, it's ex-player-led. Cody Campbell.
Austin Atala, a top 10 offensive tackle in 2028, commits to Texas Tech. So they got a recruiting battle right there. They're winning. And we're getting closer because they're naming more quarterbacks.
It's not a recruiting battle. It's a money battle.
Duke and Vandy have named their starting quarterbacks too, so on we go. DJ and PK.
Hashtag NBA.
Just the opportunity to play high-level basketball throughout the season, a chance to make a deep postseason run. Those things were so attractive to me, and obviously you want to maximize your earning potential as an athlete, but I've tasted winning before, and there's really nothing like it. And it's even just even getting there and failing is better than not even having a shot at it. So I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying the opportunity to win again at a very high level was so attractive to me, and it looked, looking at the roster, it looked like a great fit as far as, me being able to space the floor and attack from the perimeter and have great help defenders behind me. And especially at this stage of my career, I get to play a specific role, and my voice will go a long way, hopefully, with this team, and just to lead by example.
Klay Thompson going to Miami to play for the Heat, and there are all his reasons why to settle in with Miami.
I agree with him. There's a better chance to win there than Dallas right now.
Yep. Golden State Warriors signed former Jazzman George Niang. He gets 1 year and $3.9 million. They also picked up Brandon Williams for 1 year and $2.6 million, and that fills up their 15-man roster. And Lonzo Ball says he regrets how much control his father had early in his Lakers tenure. Just saying the quiet part out loud there. A lot of people.
Well, some of it was the shoes. Just saying the shoes weren't NBA quality. And I think that's part of the problem
with the injuries.
Yeah, I read the longer piece on it of what he was talking about. I mean, if your shoes don't work, that's a problem. But he's been out and he's been injured this whole time. So good news for the Utah Stars though. Taylor Funk is coming back. Stars acquired Funk's NBA G League rights from the San Diego Clippers in exchange for guards Max Abmas and forward Daniel Bacho. We're getting the Funk man back, turning up the funk.
Sweet. More funk is a good thing.
He played at Utah State for a season, as you know.
Yes, I do.
The Funk man.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag Major League Baseball.
Uses. Ryan Waldschmidt way back to left field, and the Cubs comeback is complete.
8th inning. Driven down the line, and Cruz has given the Pirates the lead. How about that for a big home run? No one's done it in a year except for O'Neal Cruz. The Pirates on top in San Diego.
Hunter Goodman. This ball barreled down the line. Cal Raleigh has returned.
Cal Raleigh homering in 4 straight at-bats over 2 games. He had the 3 homers later in the game on Monday, and then he opens up Tuesday's game, his first at-bat, by going deep again.
Cal Poly is back.
Cal Poly.
And so many people went home disgusted in the desert last night.
Disgusted in the desert?
Yeah, because the Diamondbacks won. Not that they were disgusted that they won, but the majority of the people were Cub
fans. Yeah.
And Clay Holmes just cruising along. Shutout, 7 innings, 93 pitches. Got to take him out.
And then, boom, goes the dynamite.
Got to take him 93. You can't go 94. His arm might fall off.
3 in the 8th, 2 in the 9th. 7 shutout innings. That's wonderful, but oh well.
One of them was with the 2-out rally in the 8th where they scored 3. They had guys on first and second, and Moreno, the catcher, is batting. Check swing, right-handed batter. Check swing. More than a little roller, but not much more. Mm-hmm. But it hits the first base bag.
Nah.
And that scores a run. And then took a bat ricochet, so this guy's second and third, and then a single, and then Waldschmidt hits the 2-out, 2-run home run. That's the one he did. I told you earlier in the month when I texted my sister. He hit against the Dodgers. So he hit a 2-out home run in the bottom of the 9th. So he's got 2 in 3 weeks. He was pinch hit too, no less.
Total oddity, Cubs had scored 30 runs unanswered, 19 in a row, and their 19-2 win, then a 7-0 shutout of the Diamondbacks. And they were up 4-0, and then it's just a footnote because they blow the game in the 8th and 9th.
Yeah.
Paul Skeens comes back, velocity up, 6 shutout innings versus San Diego. The game is scoreless going to the 9th, and the Padres' ace closer, Mason Miller, gets taken deep. You heard that highlight in there. Pirates win 1-0. Diamondbacks move within a game of the last wild card spot.
Don't worry, they still got it.
Phillies also get beat. So Diamondbacks picking up a game on both teams as the Mariners, with that Cal Poly homer, beat the Phillies 4-1. Salt Lake Bees beaten in Tacoma. Oddly, they've now lost 12 straight games over 3 series in Tacoma. They'll try again tonight. You hit that game right here on the Zone. DJ and PK.
Hashtag BYU.
No, I think what's happened is we have way more guys that can start. I mean, we're a deep team, so we have a lot of talent, a lot of different places, and so it's just that this basically confirmed that we do have a lot of talent. And now us coaches can't mess it up. You know, we just need to get the guys out there and find different ways to get certain players on the field, and that's going to be a challenge. But I'd rather do it that way with a bunch of guys that can play than hope that someone can get it done at a position. So right now I feel good about all our position groups, and I even feel good about where we're at in the kicking game too.
There's head coach Kalani Sitake, positivity. That kind of references what you were talking about, PK. If you don't get the money, then you don't have the players, and there's less pressure. If they do give you the money, then the coaches have to not mess it up.
Well, I wanted him to say, we've got 11 offensive linemen.
Oh, yeah, one up?
Yeah. Since Jordan Gross said they had 10. I mean, that was part of the deal with the Whittingham, with the money. I mean, he heard what Sitake was getting. And he ends up getting $13.5 million to go. He didn't get the $9 million. He got better than that.
Kalani's saying several freshmen good enough to play. Got any feel for who the impact guy might be? Who's going to break through for BYU?
Well, I think given the receiver situation with Kingston and Roberts gone, I think Isaiah Glasker's cousin, Legend Glasker, is first and foremost on the list. The opportunity, you got to have the opportunity. You can be a great freshman, but if you got guys ahead of you,
if you got Bachmeier or LJ in front of you, what are you going to do?
Right.
Yeah.
And so the situation, I think, allows itself for him to get out on the field more so than you would have thought. But we know the Kingston situation. Obviously, Roberts had expired his eligibility there, so that was going to be that case. So we'll see what the young man can do. And yeah, great. If you get the opportunity to play, go ahead. Running back, they got another kid out of Lehigh. But I'm not sure that he's going to get a lot of opportunity this year. Hopefully he doesn't, because that means LJ is healthy. Nothing against the kid, but I think LJ's your guy and going to be an NFL back. So you want him to be exploited as much as possible.
After a career-threatening injury, BYU's Sione Moa just grateful for the chance to play football again.
Yeah, and he's the other guy, too.
Yeah.
They missed last year. He was gone for a majority of the season.
Compartment syndrome, not something you hear a lot about, but brutal to have it. Excessive internal bleeding.
Well, until we moved to Utah, I had apartment syndrome because I couldn't afford a house. It's one of the reasons why we moved here. That and the chance for me to be loved by the people. He doesn't have the drops yet, El Capitan, or else he would say paycheck is why I moved to Utah.
He'll get it down. DJ and PK.
Hashtag Utah.
I'm glad I said that because maybe they got butt hurt or something because it's been fantastic since then. So maybe they thought I was calling them out. Man, really good the next couple of days. That was fantastic. So McGibbon is a competitor, and maybe he heard that and was like, okay. No, that was good. It was, we cleaned some stuff up for sure.
Morgan Scalley on the offense responding to red zone struggles. Don't want to be kicking field goals, want to be scoring touchdowns.
Unless you're down by 2 with a second to go.
There are rare exceptions, yes. Utah named 6 captains. They put 15 players on the Leadership Council for 2026. Quarterback Devin Dampier, captain. Running back Wayshawn Parker. Offensive lineman Alex Harrison. Linebackers Jonathan Hall and Trey Reynolds. And safety Nate Ritchie. Selected by their teammates as Utah's captains for 2026.
You're watering it down, though.
With 6?
Yeah.
To be an offensive captain, defensive captain. Maybe you have a third one, a special teams captain, but that's it.
I mean, now, who gets to yell, bring it in? You're going to have conflicting voices.
Bring it in, bring it in.
Yeah, I mean.
What if one guy's standing on the numbers and the other guy's standing on a hash mark? Where do you bring it in? You got multiple captains. Call me.
Yeah, but
multiple
everybody
spots.
knows that it's time to bring it in anyway, so it's not really needed. I think we're getting a junior high-ish now with 6 captains.
DJ and PK.
Hashtag RSL.
They had that, and he had it on frame. There's another ball in, and a header to the far post. And Club Leon strikes again. It's Sebastian Vegas. The outside back scores. We'll have to see a replay, but he did now jump everyone. I don't know if he was particularly well marked there. We'll have to see, but it is now 2-0. Club Leon. Club Leon in possession. RSL with some high pressure here, trying to win the ball back. Club Leon switches the point of attack to the near side. There's a 40-yard ball up towards midfield. A little flick forward to Cambindo. Back to Beltran, back to the goal scorer. Around the keeper's off his line. Open goal, he rolls it in, and it's 3-0. Cambindo scores again. Round Salt Lake, a little short on the would-haves, the could-haves, and the should-haves. There were a couple opportunities to tie the game 1-1, but Club Leon was in control for most of the game. They get the shutout. They advance to the Leagues Cup semifinals. RSL just not up to the task. Looking a little tired at times. Got beat in transition. Pablo Mastroianni said, asked what they do best. He said, Club Leon's really dangerous in transition. Sure enough, 2 goals in transition and the other off a corner kick. And RSL will now go back into MLS play after 8 games in 25 days. They don't have to play until Saturday, so they don't get a full week, but most of a week here to get ready for a game at Colorado.
So you think they were tired? Was that
they looked tired at times. And also, I don't think they were good enough, and that combination is why you end up losing by 3 goals.
Because I read on Twitter a complete organizational failure from top to bottom from RSL. Wow.
That a fan or a media member?
Both, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. It was a beating. I get why people were not happy and were critical after that. That was a lot of one-way traffic there. A lot A lot of bad moments. And then when they did get that opportunity, they sent a couple of really good crosses through the 6-yard box, and there was once everybody's flat-footed, nobody really even seemed to get within 5 yards of a ball. Noel Callis.
They didn't get in for the 5 yards of the 6 yard?
Didn't get within 5 yards of the ball. The other one, Salons just barely missed, but missed it nonetheless. Still probably wouldn't have been enough. It was pretty decisive.
Yeah.
DJ and PK.
#golf.
Great thing about golf is it's a meritocracy, and basically you earn what you earn. And I think whatever we do for whatever player, if you've been on the tour before or haven't been on the tour before, you're going to have to earn it, right? And so you're going to have to earn your way back. And then second, look, we're a membership organization. We don't have a collective bargaining agreement. These guys aren't under contract at the tour, but what we do have is rules. That's how we keep the whole thing together. And if we didn't have those rules, all this great things we're talking about, a tour championship and all these events, we couldn't put on for fans and our partners. So because they're rules, that holds everything together. And if you violate those rules, there'll be consequences. So what those will be, I don't know. We've been very public. Those guys that are under contract, I don't know when they're not going to be under contract. If they can demonstrate that they're no longer on a contract, then we'll have a conversation. But that really hasn't been the conversation. That hasn't been the case yet.
That's Brian Rolap. How will guys return from the Live Tour? What seems like the inevitable end, collapse of it here? TBD. It's a meritocracy, but it's not.
They'll fly to the event. They'll get a courtesy car. They'll drive to the golf tournament. They'll warm up.
They'll pay their $5 or $10 million in charitable fines.
I think the public will want them to come back. At least some of them, like DeChambeau.
John Rahm and DeChambeau. Those are the two biggest names.
You keep talking about wanting the best players to play. Well, these guys are the best players. Part of them. There's a collection of them, and we know their names. So, Rolap. I mean, he went a long way to say, I'm not sure what the heck he said. But he's a BYU grad, too.
Yep.
Did you know that, El Capitan?
I did know that, yeah.
Yeah. You don't like BYU, right?
I'm impartial to all teams.
Oh, no, I was talking to DJ.
BYU, the PGA's Tour is going to have a match play event to conclude for the championship. Can you have that? Is this ever going to work in 2028?
You know, I listened to the Golf Channel yesterday, and they were talking about it extensively.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see, because I don't know. I just want to get a feel for it. How is it conducted? Who's playing? What do we got going? I mean, they're making all these changes. Can they be better? I've always said that as far as leagues, in this case the Tour, making changes, like the NBA Cup. It does jack squat for me. But I don't have any problem with them trying. Because how are you going to know unless you try? Now, you don't want to try something and make it way worse. I understand that. But you got to keep up with the times. And so rather than say, oh, I don't know, man, blah, 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 I'm just going to see how it is, and I'm going to entertain it, and I'm going to consume it when it gets around. God willing, I'm still alive. And if that's the case, I may end up saying, yeah, that was really cool, particularly if it's compelling. If it's not, it's like I can watch whatever if it's compelling. So how do I know?
I guess the only reason you would know is that they tried match play before as a world championship event, and they didn't think they necessarily got the best players, the most marketable players out on the course for the semis and the final.
Well, it's golf, so you just don't know.
I know, that's exactly it. And that's why declaring a playoff and having a champion at the end of the year, well, the 4 majors have pretty much decided that. And even in a major, someone can come and be the 80th best player, 80th ranked player in the world, and win their only tournament of the year and, win the PGA or the Open Championship or whatever. And we accept that, but now to create something like this, I think you're going to have a similar deal. They're going to keep it to the top 32 golfers, so you can't come from too far off the radar. But nonetheless. Yeah. But it's going to be a World Cup. They're going to put them in pools of 4. You're going to have 3 match play, and then the top 2 will advance, and they may have to have tiebreakers. Yeah.
One thing I don't want is I don't want the western portion of the tour eliminated because I've been to all those places and the weather sucks here at this time and I turn it on and just to torture myself to watch it thinking, why did I leave? I was at multiple places and I left both of them and now I'm here where it's lousy weather. And so, I would like to see that continue, but we'll see how it shakes out.
All right, there are your headlines. That's what's trending. Sponsored by Shamrock Plumbing. No job too big or too small. Get the personal touch with Shamrock Plumbing. Former Aggie quarterback Riley Jensen joins us 8 o'clock. Former BYU Cougar and New York Giant Brian Keel coming up at 9 o'clock. We'll talk college football with them. And it's a Win Tickets Wednesday. We got tickets to see Motley Crue at Utah First Credit Union Amphitheater. We've also got a family 4-pack of tickets to Wings and Wheels coming to Spanish Fork Airport Saturday, September 26th. That is all ahead. We'll give those away in the 8 and 9 o'clock hours. Stay with us right here on 97.5, the KSL Sports Zone.